He says it like a dare. I'm ready to play right now. I know I'm capable of doing better than that. The words land in a press room and ricochet into locker rooms, Twitter timelines, and front office war rooms. A rookie with a gleam in his eye saying he can outplay the league feels like a movie trailer. Bold, intoxicating, and built to make you lean forward. But in the NFL, sound bites don't win games. Snap, throw, catch, repeat. That's where futures are earned. Still, the moment Shedeur Sanders spoke up, something shifted. Not because the line was shocking, confidence is part of the quarterback trade, but because of everything tacked to his name: pedigree, attention, and the delicate ecosystem of an NFL locker room. Picture the scene. A 40-year-old veteran starter is trying to steady a ship that's hit rough water. A rookie, drafted later than many expected, sits behind him on the depth chart. Media lights find the rookie like moths to a porch lamp. Fans chant for change. Coaches whisper contingency plans. Then the rookie, asked about the state of the league and his readiness, states plainly that he believes he'd perform better. That sentence isn't just a sentence. It's a fuse. And in today's media cycles, fuses are short. Let's slow this down. There are three truths at play here. First, talent is real. Shedeur's accuracy and touch at the college level were elite. Scouts drooled over his mechanics and feel. He didn't end up in Cleveland by accident. There's real NFL starter upside in his tape, the sort of stuff that makes coaches dream in 2-minute drills. So when he says he can play at that level, he's not blustering in the way a hype machine trashes metrics. That confidence has value. It can seed urgency in a room, pry open opportunities, and when paired with humility, become the fuel that drives relentless preparation. Second, timing is everything. The Browns are in-game management mode. Joe Flacco, for all his flaws, represents experience and a safe hand. Dillon Gabriel sits between the veteran and Shedeur on the depth chart. From an organizational standpoint, teams prefer controlled risk. They want the rookie's audition to be a measured experiment, not a circus act. When a young quarterback publicly frames himself as the solution, coaches and vets can see a double-edged sword. Do you promote competitive fire or risk destabilizing a fragile cohesion? The answer isn't universal, it's situational. But the friction it generates, that's real. Third, optics matter more than you think. Being Deion Sanders' son plugs Shedeur into conversations that other rookies don't get invited to. Every comment gets amplified. Every clip is a headline. For a team evaluating a young quarterback, that extra heat can be a deterrent if not managed. GMs and coaches often prefer quiet grinders over media darlings, at least until the tape and temperament align. That's not a morality play. It's roster math. So what's the fallout and what's the path forward? If you're Shedeur, you have two immediate choices. One, double down publicly, lean into the swagger, and let the media storm force the team's hand. That's dramatic but risky. It can speed your timeline, but also brand you as a disruptive presence. Two, flip the script. Be the quiet professional. Show up, dominate scout reps, throw with surgical precision in preseason packages, and make your performance the headline. The latter is less sexy on social media, but it's how most NFL careers are built. If you're the Browns, you have to balance evaluation with stewardship. There's a way to give both rookies controlled exposure, design packages, short yardage series, scripted blitz-dodging plays, so the team can compare Gabriel and Shedeur under real conditions without igniting the locker room. Communicate clearly to players and press that the process is gradual and merit-based. If done right, the team keeps control of the narrative. If done wrong, the narrative controls them. Now, the human element can't be ignored. Shedeur's media presence is not vanity. It's a byproduct of the spotlight that comes with his name and his talent. He's a young man testing the edges of confidence and consequence. Coaches remember being young and loud. General managers remember vetting drama. Teammates watch the effect. Does this make our group better, hungrier, more accountable, or does it create factions? Here's the measure that matters. Performance. Words make noise. Throws make plays. If Shedeur lights up live game reps, protects the ball, makes accurate reads, and leads a comeback, the conversation will bend toward his favor fast. NFL locker rooms respect proven results more than bravado. Conversely, if those high-profile words aren't followed by on-field discipline, they'll be used as evidence of immaturity. There's also a longer ledger. Rookies who speak their truth and then back it up create legend. Rookies who speak and falter get a reputation that's hard to shake. The margin between the two is often a handful of decisive plays under pressure, a third down conversion when everyone expects a sack, a smart audible that converts a red zone trip into points, a calm 2-minute drive with the season on the line. Those moments don't care about lineage or interviews. They only reward execution. So, what's the reality today? Shedeur is in a high-leverage, low-control moment. He doesn't set the depth chart. He influences it. He can be a catalyst for change or the distraction that slows a rebuild. But there's one immutable truth. The NFL is an unforgiving meritocracy. Coaches will reward play. Fans will forgive ego if it's married to production. Executives will tolerate heat for the one commodity every team covets: wins. Let me leave you with this. People love a prophecy. They love the rookie who foretells greatness and then delivers a dynasty. They hate the braggart who burns bridges and then fades away. If Shedeur Sanders truly believes he can outplay this league, the shortest path to proving it isn't through sound bites. It's through the quiet, grinding accumulation of reps, smart decisions under pressure, and a readiness to be patient when the moment demands. Words start headlines, throws end speculation. When the lights come up and the whistle blows, the only voice that will matter is the one in the huddle. And the only scoreboard that will finally hush the doubters is the one with his name under center. I know I can do better than the quarterback play in the league right now. Those words from Browns rookie Shedeur Sanders landed like a lit match in a locker room already circling the hot spot. The team is 1-2. Joe Flacco's veteran steadiness is fraying. Dillon Gabriel sits ahead of Sanders on the depth chart, and fans are begging for change. Now the question isn't whether Shedeur believes he's ready, it's whether saying it out loud helps or hurts. This matters because NFL rosters prize two things above all: production and cohesion. Shedeur brings undeniable traits: elite accuracy, touch on short to intermediate throws, and a national profile that moves jerseys and headlines. But he's raw, third on the depth chart, and walking into a room where chemistry and trust are fragile. When a QB3 publicly claims he's one of the top 32 in the league, that's not self-motivation. It's a spotlight that can either illuminate his path or expose a locker room fault line. Coaches face a tightrope. Kevin Stefanski has said he's evaluating Joe Flacco but isn't yet ready to pull the trigger. That gives Dillon Gabriel the first shot if a change comes. For Shedeur, the route to validation is simple on paper. Practice cleanly, take reps that matter, protect the football, and make decisions that reduce turnovers. In reality, it's harder. And it's precisely why coaches bury themselves in tape and meetings when deciding who gets the keys. Public reaction is predictably polarized. Social media elevates the clip into clickbait. Some fans call for immediate promotion, others warn it's premature and disruptive. Teammates will feel it differently. Some will back a confident young QB, others will bristle if talk outpaces deeds. Opponents love this noise. It becomes bulletin board material and adds pressure when the rookie finally gets a shot. There are three realistic paths forward. 1, Gabriel takes the next opportunity and shines, making Shedeur's comments an embarrassing footnote. 2, Gabriel struggles, and Shedeur's timing pays off. He gets his chance and answers critics with production. 3, neither flash and the Browns double down on veteran options or look to the draft next year. The wild card? Injuries. In this league, availability accelerates storylines faster than any headline. The scoreboard will decide more than interviews. Watch for real signs: meaningful practice reps, 0 turnover stretches, and whether coaches publicly defend or distance themselves from his remarks. If he's serious, actions will follow words. If he's not, the noise will bury development. Bottom line, confidence is currency only when backed by performance. Shedeur Sanders put his buy-in on the table. Now he has to pay for it on Sundays. Like, if you think he should start, comment who should be Cleveland's QB. Subscribe for the next update. This one's far from finished.